Alright, so Smiles and I have made it to the northern terminus of the Benton MacKaye Trail. It's very crowded. It's Father's Day, so there's quite a few people here at the trailhead. Body's feeling good. And yeah, excited to show you guys another long distance hike. And I'll show you the start right up ahead. So this is the beginning of the trail. A lot of people out enjoying the good weather. There's Smiles. And we're about to leave all these people behind and go up this mountain you can't see yet.
You ready?
Technically, I should be asking you because you're the one on camera.
Oh.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Let's go to Georgia. Okay, so just made it to my first water source here. Done about a little under 2 miles, pretty much all uphill, and feel like I'm hiking in a jungle. It is just so humid. Probably can't see it, my glasses are all fogged up and sweat's just pouring off my face, but got a late start. I think it was about 1:30, and 12 miles to go up to Laurel Gap Shelter. I didn't spend too much time at the northern terminus. That's why I kept the video pretty short. It was really crowded and there were people trying to get across that bridge. So Smiles and I just started going, and now I'll start videoing a little bit more. Wasn't much of a northern terminus. It's just, there's a little trail marker, no official northern terminus sign. So about 4.5 miles from the top of Mount Stirling, and this is the last water until the top, so about to fill up and then keep moving. So I'm sitting here on a break. It's about, I think I'm about 1.5 miles from the top, and this is a killer. It's very, very tough. Day one. This is actually the highest point of the whole trail. And it's been slow going. We started, I don't even know what time it is now. Maybe like 3 hours ago, roughly. And we've gone like 4.5 miles. I've gone 4.5. I haven't seen Smiles for a few miles now. But once we're at the top, it levels out a little bit and should be able to pick up the pace a little bit and hopefully get into the shelter before dark. And yeah, other than being completely exhausted, I feel pretty good. Just catching my breath here. This is the summit of Mount Stirling. And it looks like the fire tower is actually open. I had heard they had it blocked off, but looks like there's steps all the way up and no gates. But I'm literally exhausted and I'm not climbing it. And some rain just moved in, so there's really not any views anyway. I just left the top of Mount Stirling after a good snack break. And I'm on flat ground, which feels absolutely fantastic. And as you can hear, there's a pretty decent storm nearby. I think it might miss me just by a little bit, but yeah, trail's flat and downhill for most of the rest of the way, so gonna hopefully make up some time and get to camp before dark. So about 30 seconds ago, I was gonna make a video. It might be hard to tell, but the ground is really chewed up through here. And for those of you that don't know, the Smokies have had a wild boar problem for a long time, as long as I've been around for sure. But yeah, you can kind of see, like, they just tear up the trail and out in the woods. And so yeah, I was just about to make a video of that, and then I saw one, and it was pretty big. I mean, it's very big. It just ran off to the right. Definitely the biggest one I've seen. I've saw several on my AT through hike in 2013. But yeah, pretty cool to see some bigger wildlife. I really hadn't seen anything else today besides like squirrels and birds. I'm about 3.5 miles from the shelter, and it's, I think, around 6:30. Good news is it doesn't get really completely dark until like 9, maybe a little bit before 9, so should be fine. Trail's gotten much easier after I reached the top, and kind of back to doing my normal pace. So didn't mention this earlier, but if any of you ever have any questions about the BMT, I'll be happy to try and answer them. Even though it is new to me as well. I mean, I've always lived here and just never really done any of it, so it's exciting to explore some new areas that are close to home, and some new areas in the Smokies that I've never been to, which is really exciting. The thunderstorm that was near me about an hour ago just barely missed me. It sprinkled for maybe 10 minutes, but that was it. The skies above me are clear again, blue sky, and that'll be a theme on this hike this time of year. The afternoon thunderstorms are very common. But I'm glad so far today that they've missed me. Hopefully I can get to camp before the next hits. Here's another example of some of the damage the wild boar do. Just It's all chewed up ground. Okay, so I'm about half-mile from the shelter. Looks like I'm gonna make it before dark. Don't think Smiles will. She texted me and said she helped a little kid who was by himself or something and was throwing up, and she gave him water, I think is what she said. So she's been a little delayed. She was like 2.5 miles behind me. That was a little bit ago. Trail's been super easy the last few miles, so I've been moving along pretty quick. All in all, good first day. Very exhausting, and I've drank a lot of water, but I'm still dehydrated, I think. Got a little bit of a minor headache. But I think once I get some rest tonight, a lot of food and water, I think I'll be feeling a little bit better tomorrow. And thankfully tomorrow we won't be so rushed. Doing 12 miles starting at 1:30 and then climbing the highest point on the trail, and it's definitely not an easy day. I think we have 17 miles planned for tomorrow. I haven't even looked at the elevation profile, so I have no clue how difficult that 17 is. But looking forward to it. And I forgot to mention, Smiles and I have not met her, but her name is Squish. And she was on the PCT last year, but our paths just never crossed. And she also lives here in Tennessee, and she's doing the trail too. And she started a little earlier today. She's gonna be up here at the shelter. And I believe she's gonna hike with us all day tomorrow, camp with us tomorrow night, and then we have a little bit of a bigger day planned, so she'll fall behind then. All right, I will show you when I get to the shelter.